Do you ever feel like you've lost a sense of purpose or direction in any aspect of your life? Maybe you wonder, what next step should I make in my career or my... It's very natural to feel a bit lost from time to time with the unforeseen and unknown twists and turns that everyone experiences in their life, and it's hard to have all the answers. That's why you should turn to a life coach, a dedicated specialist that can help you think through tough decisions and offer sound guidance to making a fulfilling decision about any hurdle that you're facing. We urge you to contact our office today to start the conversation. We're here and ready to help shed light on what direction will make the most positive impact in your life. Call us today. We're ready to listen. Do you ever feel like you've lost a sense of purpose or direction in any aspect of your life? Maybe you wonder, what next step should I make in my career or my personal life? It's very natural from time to time with the unforeseen and unknown twists and turns that everyone experiences in their life, and it's hard to have all the answers. That's why you should turn to a life coach, a dedicated specialist that can help you think through tough decisions and offer sound guidance to making a fulfilling decision about any hurdle that you're facing. We urge you to contact our office today to start the conversation. We're here and ready to help shed light on what direction will make the most positive impact in your life. Call us today. We're ready to listen. Do you ever feel like you've lost a sense of purpose or direction in any aspect of your life? Maybe you wonder, what next step should I make in my career or my personal life? It's very natural to feel a bit lost from time to time with the unforeseen and unknown twists and turns that everyone experiences in their life, and it's hard to have all the answers. That's why you should turn to a life coach, a dedicated specialist that can help you think through tough decisions and offer sound guidance to making a fulfilling decision about any hurdle that you're facing. We urge you to contact our office today to start the conversation. We're here and ready to help shed light on what direction will make the most positive impact in your life. Call us today. We're ready to listen. Do you ever feel like you've lost a sense of purpose or direction in any aspect of your life? Maybe you wonder, what next step should I make in my career or my personal life? It's very natural to feel a bit lost from time to time with the unforeseen and unknown twists and turns that everyone experiences in their life, and it's hard to have all the answers. That's why you should turn to a life coach, a dedicated specialist that can help you think through tough decisions and offer sound guidance to making a fulfilling decision about any hurdle that you're facing. We urge you to contact our office today to start the conversation. We're here and ready to help shed light on what direction will make the most positive impact in your life. Call us today. We're ready to listen.
Good morning, sir.
Good morning, sir. Let me hook up the. Yeah. Hello.
Sir. Good morning, sir.
Good morning, sir. Let me hook up the. Yeah.
Sir.
Sir, can you hear me? I can't hear you guys. So, వినపడుతుందా సార్ నా వాయిస్? హలో, వినిపించట్లేదు సార్ మీ వాయిస్. You are not live yet, right?
We're here and help shed light on what direction will make the most positive impact in your life. Call us today. We're ready to listen. We're seen and unknown, ready to listen. Here and ready to help shed light on what direction will make the most positive impact in your life. Call us today. We're ready to listen. you ever feel like you've lost a sense of purpose or direction in any aspect of your life? Maybe you wonder, what next step should I make in my career or my personal life? It's very natural to feel a bit lost from time to time with the unforeseen and unknown twists and turns that everyone experiences in their life, and it's hard to have all the answers. That's why you should turn to a life coach, a dedicated specialist that can help you think through tough decisions and offer sound guidance to making a fulfilling decision about any hurdle that you're facing. We urge you to contact our office today to start the conversation. We're here and ready to help shed light on what direction will make the most positive impact in your life. Call us today. We're ready to listen. Do you ever feel like you've lost a sense of purpose or direction in any aspect of your life? Maybe you wonder, what next step should I make in my career or my personal life? It's very natural to feel a bit lost from time to time with the unforeseen and unknown twists and turns that everyone experiences in their life, and it's hard to have all the answers. That's why you should turn to a life coach, a dedicated specialist that can help you think through tough decisions and offer sound guidance to making a fulfilling decision about any hurdle that you're facing. We urge you to contact our office today to start the conversation. We're here and ready to help shed light on what direction will make the most positive impact in your life. Call us today. We're ready to listen. Do you ever feel like you've lost a sense of purpose or direction in any aspect of your life? Maybe you wonder, what next step should I make in my career or my personal life? It's very natural to feel a bit lost from time to time with the unforeseen and unknown twists and turns that everyone experiences in their life, and it's hard to have all the answers. That's why you should turn to a life coach, a dedicated specialist that can help you think through tough decisions and offer sound guidance to making a fulfilling decision about any hurdle that you're facing. We urge you to contact our office today to start the conversation. We're here and ready to help shed light on what direction will make the most positive impact in your life. Call us today. We're ready to listen. Do you ever feel like you've lost a sense of purpose or direction in any aspect of your life? Maybe you wonder, what next step should I make in my career or my personal life? It's very natural to feel a bit lost from time to time with the unforeseen and unknown twists and turns that everyone experiences in their life, and it's hard to have all the answers. That's why you should turn to a life coach, a dedicated specialist that can help you think through tough decisions and offer sound guidance to making a fulfilling decision about any hurdle that you're facing. We urge you to contact our office today to start the conversation. We're here and ready to help shed light on what direction will make the most positive impact in your life. Call us today. We're ready to listen.
Hello.
Hello, sir.
Hello.
Practice it.
Sir,
Practice.
sir, please know, sir, in audible? Hello. Hello.
సార్ మైక్ మ్యూట్ చేశారు, కెమెరా మ్యూట్ చేస్తున్నారు.
ఓకే ఓకే సార్ ఇప్పుడు
సార్ మనం కరెక్ట్ రూమ్ అనుకున్నాం సార్.
యా ఇప్పుడు ఫైన్ పార్టిసిపెంట్స్ అంటూ ఉన్నారు. సో సార్ లైవ్ పోతున్నాం సార్ ఇంకా. Good morning to all of you. Sorry for the small technical delay due to some network problem. So today we are going to start our session. We are going to today's resource person is Srinivas Garu, the managing director of Real Milk. So to get more details about the resource person, I request Dr. Rajshekhar Garu to give a brief biodata of Dr. Srinivas Garu.
Hello.
Yes, Dr. Sir. Yeah, go ahead. Srinivas Garu, sir.
Okay, warm welcome to everyone. Respected our today's chief guest, Sri Srinivas Garu, who is a managing director of Real Milk Corporation. Respected our principal, our deans, HODs, and faculty members, and participants from different parts of India to redesign everything, entrepreneurial point of view, startup point of view. In this perspective, our chief guest has explained. Sir is graduated from Mysteries-Histories. He passed out in 2000 and got placed in through campus hire. Worked for about 3 years in India, and then he was asked to move abroad by employer and handle more than
Feel like
of
you've lost the sense of
large-scale
purpose or direction in any aspect of your life. You wonder, what next step should I make in my career or my personal life? It's very natural to feel a bit lost from time to time with the unforeseen and unknown twists and turns that everyone experiences in their life, and it's hard to have all the answers. That's why you should turn to a life coach, a dedicated specialist that can help you think through tough decisions and offer sound guidance to making a fulfilling decision about any hurdle that you face.
USA and 5 years in Singapore.
So very few companies came up in manufacturing sector. Very maybe not even 10% of the total startups in last decade. For example, there are some startups started and then they've been doing pretty well. For example, there is one from Vijayawada. Those have started manufacturing the to pump the oxygen in the aquaculture domain. So they are the like that. There are a very few companies in entire India or world have came up with startups in the manufacturing sector. Most of 90% to 90% of them are in the service. So what I would say is, in case the students, those have been studying and then those are having different thinking, design thinking patterns. So always try to target to address a common issues which are being experienced by the society or the communities day-to-day life, and then see most of the times we need to think in the customer point of view when we design or implement any technology or any product for that matter. So for a simple example, there are how the thinking would be different from the person to person. Normally, the interpretation itself varies from the person to person. Even there was a proverb used to say, there was a shoe company. They sent their sales guy to the South Africa to identify, to analyze, do we have a market in case if we start our own branch in South Africa. So the first guy goes and then says, sir, here no one is wearing chappals or shoes or sandals, so I don't think being having our branch here, there's no use because of anyway they don't buy. So then he came back and then he reported in his head office, and then so he, because normally see, to execute any strategy, we as an entrepreneur we think twice, thrice, four times, and then we also talk to our advisors. So we don't blindly implement. So this head office guy sent another salesperson to the same place, and then he spent the same 2 days, 3 days, and then he came back. He called from there, and they said, "Sir, it's a wonderful. There is an excellent offer. Unfortunately, a guy who came back and said there is no market for us doesn't know a guy who went as second for second opinion." So this guy went there, and then he went as his fresh mind, and then he doesn't know even there is another person. Previously, there is one more person went, and then he reported this. He doesn't know because he went there and then he analyzed the entire situation, and then he came back and then he said, "Sir, it's a wonderful opportunity because of I do see there is none of them are wearing any chappals or sandals or shoes, but imagine the moment you start promoting your product, if one guy starts using it and then he feels comfortable and then he feels it is much useful for his personal care, obviously everyone will buy." See, when you say the everyone again, see, any business for that matter, we need only maximum. If someone is capturing 5% of the total market, that itself is a huge market. So he said, all we need is out of 10, only 3 people what we expect to buy our product. Sorry, next month itself we meet our target. Let's have our branch here. So the thought process varies from person to person. See, entrepreneurs, see, I do see again, I don't encourage these students to go ahead and start their businesses or their startups unless until they work under someone who has years of experience. The reason is that, see, a entrepreneurs who has a thought process, he keeps getting the different thoughts time to time because he is a keen observer. See, the reason why I say this is because of, if you look at in India, every month there are a million students are coming out. Roughly about 1 crore graduates comes out of the college every year in entire India. So whereas I don't think we are producing white collar jobs, not even 1/10 of the what we produce graduates. So to address the employment for the 1 crore, a small and medium sized enterprises are very much needed. Rather, because normally in India, 40, not even 40, I believe 30 to 35% of the employees are being employed by the corporate companies, but majorly 60 to 65% is employed by the small size businesses, like where only 3 people, 4 people, 5 people, less than 50 people being employed in be it any kirana shop or any uh, small size factories and manufacturing industries, processing, food processing industries, or service based industries. Like, so it's always good to get into the entrepreneur mindset, but most of the times uh, where people go for a mistake in early stages, normally if they have an idea, they don't evaluate that idea whether is this the right time to this implement this idea, or has anybody else implemented the same similar kind of idea, would they succeeded or they failed. Because see, there was a solution yesterday, but it does not mean that that solution works today. See, for a classic example, see, uh, if you look at about decade, 2 decades ago, the way the parliamentary sessions happens is different from what it is today, because there was it used to run in dignified manner. Because if someone wants to be in dignified manner and still wants to be sit in the parliamentary sessions, he would fit in this, because time to time you have to change it because requirements, and then the what do you say, time to time we need to change. So if someone was implemented yesterday and failed, it does not mean that the same solution would not work today, because we need to identify, is it right time, does the people really need this solution, or the guy who started and then who failed, did he do all aspects? See, normally that's what I believe. Someone says Abdul Kalamji, and then if you meet a successful guy, you will only learn a little. But if you meet a failure guy, you learn a lot. Because at least you see, someone did something and then he passed. It does not mean that same thing being done today, we would not be able to succeed. But at least failure, from the failure guy, we would be able to learn what and all he did, what and all didn't work, what did work. So most of the entrepreneurs call up and then say, as we have that idea, this idea, but most of the times our guys are not doing due diligence. So again, some people say, okay, if I tell this idea to someone else, he will copy, and then we would not. That is not. See, again, each and every one will have an idea, but execution is the ultimate. Whoever executes this idea, it doesn't matter whether it fails or success, but at least at the end of the day, you will learn something. So when it comes to the vulnerabilities, see, normally vulnerability meaning it's yesterday it was good, today it is weak, because it's basically it's a weakened society. Now vulnerabilities, let us say, if someone wants to start a business which is scattered only for the cream customers, that means people, those who spend more and more above middle class, would not work present situation, because the everyone becomes conservative at least next to 1 to 2 years in terms of spending their money, because of there is a lot of uncertainty in market. Even as of today, honestly, if someone says it's a economy is completely down, it is again a wrong statement. If someone says it bounces very quickly, again it is wrong, because still we are in the process of calculating or assessing the impact and then putting a solution to come out of that zone. So it would take at least another 6 to 8 months. Again, see, for everything, be it a startup success or the kirana shop success or the uh, high-end product success, ultimately customer decides. Again, customer spending nature and then customer behavior is more important. Certainly due to this corona, but there is a huge behavioral change in middle and above middle class. But still we are yet to assess the ground level, like daily wage people, and then how do they react, because there is no jobs for last 2 to 3 months. There was no work for last 2 to 3 months, and then how do they react, because there is lockdown, someone is feeding them, someone is, so somehow they were able to, but never know how they react. Normally, see, certain segment of the people, if they earn 1,000 rupees a day, they would spend 500 rupees per day. A certain segment of the people, if they earn 1,000 rupees, still they spend only 200 rupees, and they keep 800 rupees for their next generation. So these, the behavioral savings behavioral aspects are completely changing. So we are not able to assess how do they react, because someone says, even many forums people say for next 2 years most of the people will buy only their daily or very essential products. They don't go for the cosmetic products like costly products just for a status purpose or the more than what they need in day to day. But if you look at the startup segment portfolio, 50% of the companies are targeting the mass crowd, maybe daily essentials, and then maybe another 50% of the companies always focus on clean customer base. But now still there is a dilemma: how do they react, and then how do they change the behavior considering this corona? Again, see, this is a one lessons learned, right? I mean, never know, these kind of situations can happen anytime, soon or later. So keeping that in mind, everything will change their spending pattern as well. Again, if when you when you they're always vulnerabilities. I mean, maybe I don't think any unknown vulnerabilities for the new startups, but existing startups certainly, because see, our startup itself, we think we have two different startups. Even we have started one more startup called nomediators.com. First, I believe, was operational for 1 month, 1 month, and then again, no, so all employees were sitting idle because of Corona. So we, because this kind of situation we never thought of, so that we don't put any risk mitigation into the execution plan. So we were impacted certainly because there was some impact. But whereas people, entrepreneurs, those who want to start, now they have to think more than what we or others used to think before they start. Because of this is the kind of new angle where they have to think, and then where they have to calculate the risk, and then where they have to address that risk. So, with this point of view, there are always opportunities for new entrepreneurs, no doubt. But let us say now, gardening industry. So now, I don't think people would travel. At least 20-30% of the people, they're very cautious about their health. I mean, I don't think they will go to the malls the way they used to go. In earlier, say when they are getting bored at home, they go to the mall, they spend some time. While coming back, they buy something. But now I don't think that kind of market would exist anymore. People, if they really need something, they go. Otherwise, they don't. So the moment the footfall comes down, obviously the business comes down. And again, now this is the time for online market, because we see about in our application itself, Real Milk, we have seen about 30%. Even we were not operating during that time, especially for the daytime deliveries like groceries and then vegetables, because we have two portfolios. One is the milk, early morning fresh milk. The other one is the we provide organic vegetables, fruits, millets, and meat, all those things. Then we were completely shut down from the March 25th to last week, and then last week we reopened for the. Even during that lockdown, though we were operating, though we were displaying the message, we are not operational, and we used to receive so many orders. Even even we opened about a week back, even we see the growth, at least 22% more volume or more orders than what we used to receive before Corona, pre-Corona. So probably there is a huge market for the online, but however, I think now there are enough online merchandise. Like the way you have a kirana shops, n number of kirana shops in the same line, same way even hundreds of online grocery stores existed as by the existing players itself. So when it comes to the challenges, challenge is something that pertaining to the our capacity, because there are some people who solve their problems very easily because of they uh, have a design. So they have a such a thought process where they can predict, and then they can put a those address points in that execution plan. So again, those challenges are mostly any startup. See, there are two things. Normally, most of the entrepreneurs starting, they, I think, they get start panic when their product is ready, when the product is ready to sell, and then when they don't see the customers turnaround. But mostly, any startup, they need only two things: money and the manpower. So when you say the manpower, it is all about the teamwork nowadays. Because like army, if the entire team succeeded. There is no individual efforts, because they always call it as a team effort. Same way, entrepreneurs' mindset is supposed to be like-minded, and then again they have to chart their roles such a way that one should not interfere with others, and then each and every team member should be able to fulfill their defined scope of the work on time and then collaboratively with other team members. That is more important to succeed any startup. So challenges, they come and go, but fortunately for the startups, new startups, I think there are n number of opportunities, especially now than before. Because in before, see, if someone wants to start a education, online education, people used to think, yeah, we have so many, does it really survive? But now everyone is accepting the online education. So see, grocery store, like say garment. When you go to the any mall and then we take a 2 shirts, 3 shirts, and then we to the trial room and then we try it and then we leave it and then we come. Now, I don't think, considering the corona, the COVID, and then even government guidelines, you are not supposed to touch. But most of us don't buy without touching, without doing a trial. Now, see, now even people are, now I don't think, because of some, even we also receive, is there any solution for that? But today, I don't think there is some mirror or something, there is one thing. But now some garment stores are coming up with gunny bag type. If you remember, when we banned this polythene, there is a gunny bag type of bag. Now, what they are trying to do, if they have 10 different models, they are going to have a 10 different shirts with gunny bag. So they come, they try. If particular gunny bag shirt fits for them, that means that equivalent they buy and then they go. This gunny bag is use and throw because it's part of the expenses. So the reason is that there are two angles. Let us say if this particular garment store doesn't want to do that, probably 20% of the people will say, okay, yeah, these guys are not taking care of the guidelines. Many people are coming and then touching and then wearing, doing trial runs and then they're leaving. So allied community, those who are really care for their health, they would not be coming to that store. Eventually, they will lose their customer base. Now they have two problems. If they don't use this this method, probably they would lose clean customer base. If they use, probably that would be expenses for the company because of they have to spend that carry bag, whatever, the trial suit. So there are, see, there are in my community where I live and then where I work with my startup ecosystem. There are some new startups who are gunny bag shirt, trial shirt project. Never know. But basically, at least if not now, at least next 8 to 1 year, 8 months to 1 year, I am sure people will be moving. Though they are moving freely, but still they are scared of this virus. So probably at least 20 to 30% of the people will love to see such solution where they don't bother to pay maybe 5%, 10% extra. So always there are some opportunities for entrepreneurs, no doubt in it. But again, they have to see whatever the solution they are going to provide, whether it is long-term solution or short-term solution. See, now the gunny bag concept, whatever I said, is short-term. Maybe they also pump money in such a way that where the company organization can make some year after people, yeah, maybe very cautious about their health, but still they may not be this much controlled environment. They keep moving, breaking about. Like the solutions always, that challenges and then vulnerabilities always depends on the kind of solution you come up. But certainly there are n number of opportunities, no doubt in it. Again, again, when it comes to the entrepreneurs, most of the college students, even there are many. Again, the paper, especially when it comes to innovation, qualification has got nothing to do with that, because in old 50-60% of the innovations are done by the college dropouts again. So experience matters. So again, what matters today's life is not just scoring 100 out of the 100, or sitting in a room and then keeping quiet and reading all the time. Exposure, basically talking skills. The more normally, I would say, what job should, if you are least bothered about money, you always do marketing, especially marketing also. Try to sell one product which has all elements. That means it's a superior product which is very much required by the society or the people. Especially, at least when you say that it is required by the people, it means required by its targeted audience, targeted customers. And then choose one product which may not be quality, but the pricing is labeled according to its quality. So see, the moment you spend at least 1 year to 1.5 years in the marketing field, at least you get an opportunity to talk at least 10,000 people. So no matter what, when you meet 10,000 people, whether 10 people bought it or 20 people bought it, it doesn't matter. But you can see, when you spend time 10 minutes with each person, 10,000 people, the amount of knowledge you have learned more than what you have learned in last 20 years of your education system. Because normally education is packaged such a that, be it MBA or BTech or anything, see, it is such packaged such a that the enormous experience from the other people converted into a book format and then it packaged in the 10 subjects or 15 subjects. But unfortunately, our people are reading and then writing, but unfortunately, they are not practicing in their day-to-day life. So, especially when they join as a sales force, especially in the marketing for 1.5 years, I am sure that they would learn. See, normally many people join in soft jobs like 30,000, 50,000, like IT or whatever. People, if you look at the people, those who have taken higher positions initially, probably they would not be able to see that drastic growth. But a guy who is joined as a peon or the low grade, as long as there's a fire in belly, as entrepreneurial skill set. So though he is working as employee, but still his growth is far better than the others. Even you normally people call entrepreneurs means he has to have some startup, some business. No. Even be it any Wipro or Infosys or Unilever or Reliance, there are many employees. Still, they are employee of their companies, those companies, but they have the entrepreneurial skill set. So, the entrepreneur, to call him as entrepreneur, he or she need not to be start any startup or any business. Even being an employee, also he can pursue that entrepreneurial skill set line. So what I would say is normally, because of starting company is easier than getting a good job in present situation, because see, 10 million graduates are coming out of the college each year. That means 1 crore. See, roughly we have less than 10 lakh white collar jobs. It's still very competitive. So what I would say is starting again, there are many people say that okay, having your own business, having your own startup, you will have your luxury life, and then you don't need to work for someone. That is wrong, because being an entrepreneur, see me in my case, many people think that okay, I'm not working for anyone, but in my case, I am working for thousands, because I need to work for each and every my customer, because I see weekly basis report how many complaints I have received, either for product or delivery failures or whatever it is, and then I have to stick with. So that means I need to take care of those many customers. So I am working for them indirectly. He might not be able to curse me like my boss curses if I work under someone else, but still I am working for the customer. So the entrepreneur having a own business is always costlier and tougher than working as employee. But if you are able to put the same efforts in the being an employee, still you would be recognized as a entrepreneur, and then you can come up with your own business, your own startup any time, and then always right time at the right time. That's all I wanted to say. And then again, vulnerability, challenges, there won't be any. Again, see, when you say the challenges, I would say if someone wants to start their own business, don't get into the food business, don't get into the tourism business or travels. Like that, there are many areas where there are a lot of vulnerabilities, at least for next 1 to 2 years. And again, entrepreneurs, I would say my suggestion is try to find out the sick industries in their domain. Let us say I want to start a startup, I want to have my startup in a travel department or the food business. Find out first how many of the companies are sick. That means they're not able to run their business smoothly. Identify that. That itself is the evaluating your idea, because that means there are many people started. There is what we do is we are slightly modifying the business model, nothing else, right? So your gut feeling is that slight modification of the business model might make you success, but never know if the guy who is under losses or under sick might have implemented the same small business change what you are thinking of, but we never know. That is, the planning is more important, especially when it comes to the startup. So if you see, because normally when someone is starting a business as a startup, I don't think he will disclose that to each and everyone. But normally, what we do in one of our portfolio, there are many entrepreneurs comes to us and then they say that, sir, we want to start this manufacturing or we want to start services. What we would say is, yeah, you wanted to start something, you have something in your mind, but our ultimate solution is go to some third party, and then let us say one of our portfolio is, if someone comes to us to saying I want to start something here, first thing we will say is we will take their data and then we do analysis on behalf of them, and then feasibility report we will submit. For that we charge some X amount. That is one portfolio. But honestly, from my I shouldn't be sharing this information, but I am sharing 80% of the such proposals, such feasibility studies given by us to our customers indicates that, yeah, you anyway, we whatever the charge we are supposed to charge, we are charging, but we want to give the fair analysis. 80% our reports indicate that, okay, your wish if you want to start, but this business would not succeed. Again, 50% of the people, our customers, will say, sir, thank you, sir, you have given excellent. Because if you say it would not succeed, we will have to give the data for that supporting data. And we explain them such a way that, okay, just because of this reason, okay, it would not succeed. So we explain them such a way that this would not succeed just because of these factors, and then this would succeed just because of these factors. 50% of our customers will listen to us, sir, thank you so much, sir, if I had started. Even our report indicate that if you start this business, if you wind up within 6 months, this is what your loss. If you start this business, if you run for 1 year, and then after 1 year, if you realize same thing, yeah, this company told we would not succeed, and this would be your loss. We give them clearly. But again, we are not saying we are. If someone says accurate is yours, I would say 99% it happens whatever we say, because we don't say blindly, because we analyze so much of data. Again, we do the competitors analysis as well. Again, the customer behavioral aspects in that particular segment. So most of 50% of the customers will listen to us. Thank you, sir, and then yeah, we would not go ahead with this project, and then we will wind up. We don't start this one. In case if any better opportunities, just please let us know, sir. We are ready to invest. There are 20 to 30% of their customers. What do you know? They have made their mindsets. They want to start that business, no matter, because normally, this is how the interpretation. See, you wanted to do something, and then you asked me my suggestion. Let us say if I give you the neutral, and if I say may or may not neutral situation, you always take it as a positive way. Positive in the sense, because your mindset is already made such a way that I want to do this business. So you interpret my statement in such a way that Srinivas has given go ahead statement. Let us say if your mindset is zero, because you're not made your mind to start that business, neither start nor drop, but you're taken 10 different opinions from 10 different advisors. As long as you are open-minded, you always consider that to the as a neutral. So many people make their mindset and they come back to us. They pay our charge, whatever the charge we are charging from them to do that business feasibility analysis. But 20 to 30% of the people, well, even if you give neutral away, but still they pursue that business, and then yeah, there are some people that succeeded, no doubt in it, maybe 4 or 5 or maximum up to 10%, but 90 up to 95% we are accurate in that. So entrepreneurs, and then the dear entrepreneurs and the college students, my suggestion is idea is always idea. A single idea can change your life, and not only your life, because it can give jobs and feed so many unemployment. But again, make sure that you do due diligence, and then take advisors' inputs into the consideration, because more than education, experience matters, because most of the companies says we want experienced people, because some students says without you give a job, how do I claim as experience? Yes, there is a way, because there are many people, they struggle, they learn a lot of things, because even I do. Some people, some students approach us for their internship and summer, because they want to differentiate from them the other students when they go out to seek a job. So always there are some opportunities. There are always ways to gain experience, and again there are many students even they work in the interim as a internship. Certainly they get some stipend as well, and then they learn a lot during that, because especially when it says interim internship, there are many colleges internship is not mandatory, but they seek out of their passion, because okay, I want to learn, why should I be idle in this summer? Because as long as you are passionate about to do something, you will always find some ways to uh, find a way to learn. So just to be open-minded, and then try to talk, meet as many people as in that particular segment where exactly you want to venture out your startup, and then make a note of it, and then do the analysis, and then once if you feel it is feasible, it's all, there is always opportunities society. Thank you so much, sir. Again, I want to say that considering the present situation, see, until last month, during for last 3 lockdowns, government has taken solo responsibility to protect us. That was the reason they kicked off the lockdown. now they shared that responsibility to the civilians like us, because you are a human and then you must know what to do, what not to do in order to curb this virus. So considering that each and every one of us have a responsibility to curb this virus, for that we certainly need to maintain this social distancing. Again, the reason is that if be it if you want to start up again, we are also integral part of the society. The society is good, the cash flow is circulating as we expected, even any business can run and then it can make money. But once the like this viruses attacks the people and then the economy slows down, again the problem repeats. Same whatever the startups have started 3-4 years back, like travel industry and all, they are struggling a lot now because with zero business for next 2 years. So the see, the, 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 the point I want to make is, even if you can educate 10 different people about the coronavirus and then the reason behind social distancing and then the reason behind using all these not going out unnecessarily other than you need some essential items, that itself is the skill set of the students, because there are many students now I see students are roaming in and around the city. See, students, those are not able to understand this kind of situation, never be able to come up with different ideas. So now each when you want to be entrepreneurs more than academics, what I would say, academics anyway, they have to study, they have to write exams, they have to pass it. But you always keep an eye on the day to day what is happening in the society, and then what is the change in the human mentality in last decade versus this decade. Again, now see there are many startups. See, we say the global warming, global warming, global warming. That is the one area where lot of opportunities still. There are some startups coming up and then they are doing that. For example, there are many startups, they are taking care of the plantation and then they adapt that and then they get paid from the owner of the plant. So these are normal people might not be able to make out how they are making money, why do they do, but that those startups are helping a lot to the society in terms of global warming concept. So different angles. Again, when you have a one idea, don't go with one idea. At least you need to have if you want to be entrepreneur, you need to have at least 4 or 5 different ideas, and then you have to chart it down one best out of the 5. So normally some people hooked up to the one idea and then they blindly go and then they end up closing down the sooner. So what I would say is, even in the present situation, even you can showcase your leadership qualities and then your entrepreneurship qualities, especially in this COVID, because of this, especially this virus has given plenty of time to the students, and then fortunately the Google and then the YouTube, whatever you want to learn, whatever you want to do, explore, you have in front of you, because everyone is having mobile laptops. So keep spending quality time for learning, unlearning, and relearning. These are the 3 things when it comes to because of startups, especially even in my case, even many entrepreneurs, they start company X with one concept, but as time goes, they tweak that business model such that where it meets what exactly it needs to the society. That means there is a society requirement is some X, but we thought that is not X, that is Y. But only when you start, you realize that no, this is not the what exactly our customers want. They want some changed model of our product. Obviously, we have to change it in order to survive in society. So keen observation, and then again time to time you be with what is happening in and around you. That keeps you learning, unlearning, and relearning time to time, and then that make you to succeed. Thank you. The question sorry, you can open it for Q&A.
Yeah. Okay. There are few questions, sir. I will read out. You please answer, sir. There is a question from Sumant. Hi, sir. After many relaxations given in lockdown in 4.0, almost all companies restarted their work progress. Is it a good time to start startup company, and can the product or the service sustain in the market? Is this pandemic situation? Pandemic situation. So this is a question, sir.
No, after lockdown, what was that? Repeat again.
Okay, after many.
1 second, I will put my speaker, sir.
Okay.
Resound actually somewhere, I don't know.
Okay.
Now tell me.
After many relaxations given in lockdown in 4.0, almost all companies restarted their work progress. Is it good time to start a startup company, and can the product or the service sustain in the market in this pandemic situation?
Yeah, see, most of the companies started, but they have started with a doubt only. See, the reason why they have locked down is there are two reasons. If they,
Yes, sir. Yeah.
Noise is coming. No, I put better. No. See, the reason for lockdown, see, as I said, the government has taken whole responsibility to protect our citizens. They did a wonderful job, no doubt. If they would have not did that lockdown, what happens? People, those are careless. There are some people always think, okay, when the time comes, everyone will go. So we should not afraid of our death. Okay, let me do whatever I want to do. Some people will open their business. Some people, those are very cautious about their health, would not be able to open with that doubt. But however, because of their competitor are doing their business, this guy also has to open, otherwise he will lose the market. See, by kicking off the lockdown, everyone is going to close their businesses, and then there is no competition in between. So everyone will sit relax, and then at least 90% of their lockdown rules would be followed by the citizens. That's what happened. But unfortunately, because people need food, and then lockdown. See, cash flow is very much important because we cannot reprint the money every now and then. It's the same. See, let's say same 100 rupees will travel 10 different people. That becomes there is 1,000 rupees cash flow in society. But 100 rupees only. The physical money is only 100 rupees, but it changed 10 different people, so the cash flow becomes 10 times 10,000 rupees. So that is more important to run the government and then to keep the citizens happy. But because of they cannot prolong that lockdown, they reopened. So still people, because there is an element, that's what the government is also says. Now the responsibility lies with the citizens, because you said you guys are struggling and not able to make at least 20% of the population. That means lower daily wage people, they are not able to make 3 times a meal, so that we are opening. But you must be cautious. You must protect you and your employees, and then the neighbors. Otherwise, probably if they open another lockdown, probably that would go for 2 months, 3 months. So that is the reason people normally, again people will ask how long would it be. So normally, see, let us say if there is any virus, our bodies will come up with antivirus soon, because ultimately our immune system would be more and more being redeveloped. So after a certain time, what happens? Our immune system much stronger, and then that virus will be weakened, so that it will go. Of course, in between the medicine comes, that is different story. Even in case it prolongs also. So what I would say is the answer to that question, again, that depends on service or product. The product, it is very difficult now. The reason is that, see, you can take it as a two ways. Now see, if you look at Bangalore and metropolitan cities, only 30% of the, again I'm talking about the, not the top level, not the skilled, semi-skilled. Semi-skilled in the sense it is not a white collar job, you can call it as a pink collar job. Again, they would draw at least 30 to 50,000 rupees salary. Any manufacturing industry, only 30% of the people are local people. If it is the Bangalore, Karnataka people, only 30 people. 70 people would be either MP or UP or Orissa or Bihar or Rajasthan. Let us say, if you take the Rajasthan people are very much skilled in the, especially crafting stone, like laying down the granite, so many white marble, that marble, this marble. See, if you take anywhere in Vijayawada also, I believe, if anyone is laying down the marbles, he is certainly from the Rajasthan. Now, if you look at the if you take this lockdown, after lockdown, all that 70% of the semi-skilled workforce are gone back to their hometowns, because they also take care of their families and they have to see that, right? And they also struggled. Now, you take a lockdown opened, but practically, if you look at in reality, only 30%. Most of the manufacturing industries can run only one shift out of 3 shifts, because they work not in any more workforce. Now, again, there are some cases. Semi-skilled people, that means, let's say there is one machinery that is being operated by Rajasthani, but all our local people are attendants to him. But when the pilot, when the operator itself is not existed, all these people are sitting idle, because these guys doesn't know how to operate that machine. Mostly we'll have a backup plan. But even yesterday, one or two of our customers were talking, and then, sir, this lockdown is open, and then we are allowed to run from 6 to 7, morning 6 a.m. to the evening 7 a.m., 7 p.m. the manufacturing industry, but still they have a lack of the resources, because all their skilled, semi-skilled people are gone back to their hometown. So it is, in one way, if it is service based, yes, it is, ultimately it's better, as long as you have resources. If it is the manufacturing, it is going to be very tough, it is not suggestible. Again, there are many changes going to come, because let us say now you have an idea and then you are going to start it. But tomorrow government says, no, this cannot be, because there are many rules going to be changed, even labor laws, manufacturing, and as well as the packaging rules. There are many rules going to be changed by the government. So always better to wait until the economy gets set right, and then the people mindset comes back to the original, where they can spend money, where they can move around closely. So now starting at this point of time is a major risk. So I would suggest not to go if it is a manufacturing related startup. If it is service, better to wait even that also. That's up to you. Again, that depends on your product, your service.
Okay, sir. Next question. Good morning, sir. Because of continuous lockdown, people and consumers purchasing power reduced. So how can a startup earn profit in this situation?
Again, see, that's what, if your startup is dealing with the daily essential, forget about whether they are locked down, whether they are getting money or not. They have to eat 3 times a day, and then they have to educate their kids. So your startup is scattered to serve in that essential items. Probably there is a way to survive. See, making money is anyway startup. If someone says the moment I start a company I make money, that is wrong. See, again I am telling you, any startup, it is a very simple philosophy. If your startup, your business can survive 1,000 days, that means 3 continuous years. Even the company is running under losses. If you are able to survive, if you don't close your business 1,000 days, I am sure from the next day your business is stable, and then you will be able to make money. But first first 1,000 days you would not be expecting, you should not expect in any startup. If you see, because of startup there has some different meaning. See, if you are a kirana shop, if you're putting a kirana shop, what is your goal? Okay, I'm putting 10 lakh rupees for this business, and then this is what my interest, and then this is what my rent, and then this is what my salary, and then if I make 20,000 more than what is these expenses, okay, I am happy, and then you're okay. So any kirana shop or any hotel guy will think in that way. But when it comes to the startup, mass production, startup in the sense, scalability is important. Today, you put a one kirana shop here. Let us say every month you are making 50,000, 50,000. You don't be, if you are happy with that 50,000 rupees, and then if you want to continue to run, you cannot call it as a startup. Startup in the sense you have to replicate that model. Yes, this is succeeded. I made this much money. Okay, I made 5 lakh rupees in the first year. Why don't I put this 5 lakh rupees and then bring another 10 lakh rupees? Why don't I start? Why don't I clone? We call it as a clone or replicate. Why can't I replicate the same business in X city or Y city or some other nagar, some other nagar? So scale up. So because when you scale up, obviously, if you have a 10 rupees, you will bring another 90 rupees and then you start another franchise, another branch. So like that, see, now you have one branch, it is making money 20,000 rupees every day, 20,000 rupees every month. But there is another branch you newly set up, and then that is making 30,000 rupees loss every month. So your net loss is 10,000 rupees continuously. Like that, if you start one branch every 6 months, maybe 1,000 days, you will have, let us say, 6 branches. Out of 6 branches, 5 branches are already making money, only one branch is making loss because of it just newly started 6 months back. So now when all 6 branches are making profit, and then when you make it as a foolproof process, and someone else will come, sir, I want to invest in your money because you started your business and then you made 6 branches, and then if I give you another 10 crores, probably you will make 100 branches because of you have a executed plan. It's a proven plan. Because there is a, see, if someone is started one branch and started 6 branches in 3 years, it does not mean that everyone can do that, because there is a secret sauce. He has some key element which is only for him, only he knows. Like that. So especially for answer to your question, that depends on your service or the product. Let us say if you are going for, see, there are some boutiques are coming up. If you look at in Vijayawada, there are some boutiques, they deal only with 1 lakh sarees. They don't deal anything less than 1 lakh rupees salary, 1 lakh rupees saree. Now again they need about 5 crores to 10 crores rupees investment to start. Yeah, it was a reason, because now let us say if the marriages are happening, any family functions are happening, because of here people are so passionate, and passion is one thing. The second one is they want to showcase their status. Yeah, I am using the 1 lakh sarees, let us say. They know that there are many functions lined up, and then people will come and buy, they put. Now there won't be any functions at all. These guys does not need to show up, right? Yeah, we have the status, we have 1 lakh. So no point of starting a boutique with such costly sarees. Again, let us say now the low end. Now daily essential, even whether you have money or not, still you need to wear a 200, 300, 500 rupees saree every time as a lady. So probably that would be a good idea. That depends on the segment, or what you call your customer segment you target. If you are targeting only cream customer segment, I would say this is not right time. No. If you are targeting the mass, probably mass, what you will say, if someone is selling for 100 rupees, if you are giving for 90 rupees the same quality, people will come to you because they want to make 10 rupees savings. Because of, see, sometimes business you think 2 ways. If you make a more revenue, more spending, that is okay. If you are not able to make profit, we do the cost cutting. When, see, let's say you are spending 50,000 rupees every month, and then there is a 50,000 rupees you are making, another 20,000 rupees you are making profit, you are happy. But unfortunately, you are not, due to this crisis, you are not able to make 20,000 rupees profit. What will you do? Second thing, oh boss, I mean, ultimately we are not able to capture the market. The other way is, let me do the cost cutting. So I am spending rent of 50,000 rupees every month. If I cut it down to the 30,000, still my profit is 20,000. Because we cut the cost. So in that way, that again it's up to your product. But new business, no. At least for next 2 years, what I would say is, if you have a zeal, if you have a passion, if you have a money, and then if you know that clearly what your intention is, what your business model is, don't start. See, very close to your business model, there is someone else is running. I am sure if you touch 10 of such businesses, out of 8 businesses might be making losses. You go and say that, boss, anyway you are running a loss, and then I have a better idea to execute to, and then you can put your mind along with your money, and then you make it happy, you are happy. So that is the better model for next 1 or 2 years, because there are many businesses are going to be shut down, and then people are, I want to start that, I want to start. This is the right time for them, because let us say one guy is already put 1 crore rupees in a business. Let's say that's under your same line of business, what you are thinking, but unfortunately is making losses, and then to make that profitable, another mind or another 20 lakh rupees. But unfortunately, it doesn't have the 20 lakh rupees. Now, since he is not able to pull out the 20 lakhs rupees, or is not able to hire the correct resource, he has to close down. If he closes down, he will lose all 1 crore rupees. Now, if you approach him, boss, I have a knowledge, what you are exactly looking from a person, as well I have 20 lakhs which you need to run your business operation. So I will give you 20 lakhs, I will come and join with you, but give me the 50% share, because normally you put 1 crore. But if you want to get 50% share of that company partnership, you have to pay another 1 crore, right? But since he is under losses, he has to close it down, and then he to run that. Probably he will say, boss, okay, you pay only 20 lakhs rupees, but still I will pay 40% or 50% stake. Right? So by just investing 20 lakh rupees, you are becoming 50% partner in 1.2 crores of the worth of the business. But again, see, if you don't have a clear idea of what he is doing, what is his business, and then how to make that into profitable, your 20 lakhs also will be burned, no use. The reason why I am trying to say is, most of the people will start companies because government is giving subsidies. But if you are relying on subsidy, and then if you believe that just because of the subsidy your business will not survive, you need to have a clear-cut picture. Even without the subsidy also, my business should be survivable. Such kind of plan you need to have, otherwise it is very difficult. Again, this is a very competitive business. Believe me, whatever the business you want to do, there is someone else is doing. So I think it is not, maybe right time, may not be right time. That's what I would say.
Sir, one more question. Sir, my question is from Dr. Shivpal from Jabalpur. What are the new initiatives by Indian government as training programs to launch in college level regarding entrepreneurship?
Which one? Crime program?
Yeah, initiatives by Indian government as training program.
Training program.
Yes, sir.
See, training program, tell me, government has done a lot of things. See, in last 5 years, there is a skill development program. Believe me or not, I think I'm not sure if whether everyone is eligible or only below the income levels, certain income levels. But government is giving a 6 months course, free training, and then the free accommodation, free food. Even those guys comes to us for an interview because of they also send us, they call us, sir, do you have any openings? And then we have these many profiles, these kind of profiles. Okay, send. Even they don't meet 50% of the what we expect from them. Because 6 months they can a lot of things. They are giving accommodation, food and bed, lab. If 12 hours they can sit in front of computer and then they can do. But they don't want to do that. Just because of its free of cost, people are coming and joining. Because in last 1 year I would have interviewed at least 100 people, such people. Because these guys, what they say, because of in Vijayawada also there are at least 4 of them, I believe. In Guntur there is 1 because of the skill development program. The government, there are some government schemes are there are some state government schemes are there, but I don't see people are utilizing it. But if your question is related to when you are in college, during college, this session is conducted that only, right? It doesn't matter for whether your college management is conducting or government is conducting, but this session is very helpful. Right. See, that's the reason last even I remember government last time even I also went. There is a program called College Connect. What they do is like I went to 3 or 4 Vignan Ratha, there are 3 or 4. Like they take some entrepreneurs and then they give the lecture on the startups. They, let's say if someone comes forward to saying, sir, this is my vision, I want to start a startup. So they assign that buddy to this mentor. Anytime, because we also, sir, you don't need to spend at least weekly 1 hour you spend if they ask any questions. What they do is their idea is, their motto is, they come up, sir, I have this idea, is it feasible or not? So my role as a mentor, do the analysis and then tell them, yeah, this idea is good, but you have to tweak it in order to make it sustainable. Or no, you don't have exposure, but someone else is doing already. I think you will not be able to compete because of he is already Karodpati or he already got a funding. So you cannot. So that is our mentor. So the especially answer to your question, whatever you are listening to, this is given by kind of training or motivation, whatever you call, right?
One more last question. It is unfortunate. This is Dr. C. Amir Guna. It is unfortunate that many startups using internship students for hardcore sales jobs without paying a penny and no further learning for MBA students.
I am not sure. At least I paid 8,000 rupees because of all internships we paid no free. Even mostly we also deploy based on the skill set only, because if someone is not interested in sales, no point of losing 8,000 rupees from my company. I would say you are not unfit, and then, but some people are very passionate to talk, and then even there are some people, no, if you say, if you explain such a product, you go and sell it, they argue with the customer. Sometimes arguing is also good only. Eventually, he will mold to the society, no doubt in it. But I am not too sure what are all the companies, either small companies or big companies for free of cost. You ask them, no doubt. Again, one thing, if really they are asking them to work during internship with free of cost, ask these guys, go them and join, no doubt in it. 15 days, understand what they want, and then crack at least one sale. Let us say, if I am as part of the internship salesman, if you are supposed to sell something, okay, sell 2 products and then come back and ask, sir, I am expecting some salary, because you have proven your skills. Now let us say for survey purpose. See, survey purpose is the way you went and met 10 people, and then see, though the salesman, the survey person goes and conducts survey, but there is a call goes to my prime office to that number when they bring back that survey. Sir, how did our guys treat you? So basically, I take their opinion on these internship guys, right? How these guys are doing. If these guys are doing some mature things are doing, I will not send them, right? So see, if you really feel that you have done good job, and then you can come back and say, sir, I am expecting something, at least I need to travel, transport purpose, eating purpose. When I am working, it is internship only, you are giving certificate, no doubt in it. But this may be the genuine case, okay, the one you asked. There are many guys, they ask only certificate even they, though we are paying, they don't work properly. See, MBA, basically every MBA person must do a sales job at least 1 or 2 years. Then they know that, see, imagine now, I know there are the people though they have studied in MBA, say in 2000, 2001 time frame, they have done the credit card sales, they take application. They are in a very good position. Because very tedious. The moment we come out of the office, many people will line up, sir, credit card, credit card, credit card, credit card, credit card. And then some guy, gentleman, that he has a, what do you say, mingling tattvam baguntadu anamata. That way, maata kalipi, he will make it. Sir, I have a target, I need to fulfill, sir. So at least the moment you speak, at least 10,000 people, you are, see, today I am what I am. But I am sure if I get into the salesman job, and then if I meet 1,000 people, you interview me, you meet me after I meet 10,000 people, and then if you are keen on that, my behavior slightly will change. Because I met 1,000 people and then I'm not able to sell even a single product. That means something is wrong with me. I need to change myself. Now, let us say I met 1,000 people, but I sold 100 pieces. That means I'm able to convince 100 people. Oh man, I'm really good, but I need to get better. Next time my target is, instead of 1,000 people, my rate is only 10%. Out of 1,000 people, I sold only 100 pieces. That means 10% conversion. Now, next month or next year, I should make it as 20% conversion. That means if I speak 1,000 new people, that I should be able to tell 200 pieces. Again, I change my perspective, my behavior. But unfortunately, see, that I don't say all of them, but the majority of the youngsters, they take their life so easy when they are in the college, and then they go out and they struggle for 2 years to get a job. That time they will realize it. That's all.
So last question. Here myself, Narasimha, how can we find sick industries, and what are the measures we can take that sick industries to profitable industries? Can you please clarify me, sir?
Oh, that is the biggest task. That is the wonderful business in world. Even there is one company in UK, Cerebros. When I used to work there, their business model is very simple. Let us say there is a car manufacturing industry, or there are some lift manufacturing industry, and then you take it anything. Normally they don't touch the service industry; they touch the manufacturing industry. Then they identify that is sick. Actually, let us say that company cost was about 100 crores. Now it is losses because they are willing to give for 20 crores or 30 crores. Now what they do is they take it for they buy it for that. We call it as in corporate sector restructuring. So first thing what they do is the portfolio, horizontal, verticals. Okay, which is making loss, which is making money. And then which is again they align that verticals, that portfolio to the society, the demand, and then again they target, because now company was making so profits, and these guys started recruiting, giving hikes, because now I am a company man, and then see the company grown, but because of the company grown from 0 to 10, that means there are many people worked hard, but unfortunately now we are making losses. But if I want to fire one person, I always think that, oh man, just because of him only we came from 0 to 10. But again, of course, now we gone to the 8. But should I throw away whatever is efforts put to bring me from 0 to 8 or 10, because I cannot take decisions? That is the reason corporate keeps switching the jobs. Now there is third party bought it, because of who worked more, and then what was the reason for 0 to 10. He doesn't care a person who bought it. He will see who is the reliable, okay, who is making billable, that means who is bringing revenue. Oh, this guy is not working now, this position is not, but he was the key person to make the company from 0 to 10. But unfortunately, now he is not working. Because he is not working, his role is not working. So he will cut that guy. So we call it restructuring basically. So he will cut the workforce, he will cut the cost, and then again, the moment you cut the workforce and then all these things, facilities, because let us say two factories are there, one is one shift, one is one shift. This guy will think, why should I have two factories? Run only one facility is 2 shifts or 3 shifts, and then close one. So there are different example I am telling. Now what they do is they again bring it to the profitable stage. They will sell it to someone else. Like, see how to identify that. See, if that is so easy, why should that wait for me and for you? That is your duty to identify sick one. That itself is half successful. Right. So if someone is putting a board, okay, I am sick, please buy me 50 paisa instead of 1 rupee. No one will put it like that, right? So the moment you identify the sick one, again that sick one is related to the portfolio, what you are holding or what you want to do in your life. And then thereafter again you assess that guy, because some guys are arrogant because they don't change. Then you have to assess. Let us say if I come into the board, if I purchase, if I invest, does that guy really listen to me or he will go in his own way? So for your answer to your question, that is the groundwork which you need to do by yourself in order to find out a sick one. Like that. No, voice వినిపించలేదు సార్ మీది. వాయిస్ వినిపించలేదు సార్.
Okay, fine. So thank you very much, sir, for spending a valuable time with us, and it's very fortunate to us to hear about the startups and how the difficulty to maintain the startups during the this COVID time. So now I request our principal sir to address the gathering.
Good afternoon to everyone. Srinivas Garu, how are you?
You're doing good, sir. About you? Thank you so much, sir.
Yeah, fine. Really very nice, sir. Joining in this online meeting and interacting with the people. Really nice, sir. And Srinivas Garu is our well-wisher. He came to our college and interacted with our students, and he motivated our students also. I didn't attend the total full session because of my schedule. But I am confident that I know about Srinivas Garu. He is a real startup culture man. So he might have given all the insightful inputs to the people. And nowadays, I think present post-COVID situation, I think it is going to demand a lot to go for more startups, and self-reliability is more important. So one person should stand on his own, don't expect more jobs from outside. So we should train our students also like that. Like we need to encourage the entrepreneurial activities so that people will that will also support our economy. Indian economy also will be supported because of the startups. I think more information given by Srinivas Garu, and is also I think one of the companies owning Real Milk that really I think is doing a social service to the people, like supplying the a quality milk, and because of that I think there is most of the times milk and all adulteration will be there, but Srinivas Garu is doing a lot of service to the society. I think while going for our any startup or any business, I think we need to see that particular activity, that particular thing also in the account, it should be a benefit to the society. So in that, with that motto, I think Srinivas Garu might have started that Real Milk startup. I think the whatever inputs given by the Srinivas Garu, I think people might have understood. And if any further queries or any other help is required, you can talk to or you can mail to the Srinivas Garu. He will help you. He will help a lot. Okay. So on behalf of Lakreddy Polytechnic College of Engineering, I would like to thank Srinivas Garu for accepting our invitation to act as a resource person for this particular workshop. And at the same time, I would like to thank all the participants for their active participation. I would like to thank my people like Narendra Babu, Rajshekar, Sivaramakrishna, other people. So thank you, Srinivas Garu, for actively participating in this particular, actively delivering the lecture on this particular activity. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Pleasure is mine.
Any aspect of your life. Maybe you wonder, what next step should I make in my career or my personal life? It's very natural to feel a bit lost from time to time with the unforeseen and unknown twists and turns that everyone experiences in their life, and it's hard to have all the answers. That's why you should turn to a life coach, a dedicated specialist that can help you think through tough decisions and offer sound guidance to making a fulfilling decision about any hurdle that you're facing. We urge you to contact our office today to start the conversation. We're here and ready to help shed light on what direction will make the most positive impact in your life.
Very important.
Call us today. We're ready to listen.
Impact analysis is also very important. Generally, there is a chance of developing a variety of models. So business to business, they are varied. They're based on their event objectives from small business, from small scale industry to large MNC. So the objectives, based on their objectives, their business approaches are different. So when we analyze the variety of dimensions from customer to global market, generally there is a chance of developing integrated model. Generally, there is a chance of to strengthen or to redesign or to rejuvenate the variety of business dimensions. Generally, there is a chance of succeeding in such a way. So thank you very much, sir. Really a meaningful session to each and everyone. So thank you very much, sir. Even though I know your schedule, even though it's a pandemic situation also, we are working on that. Thank you very much for accepting our invitation. And we are very thankful to our principal sir and the teams and the HODs and the faculty members and participants. Especially, we are very thankful to our principal sir. He has to encourage the type of program. He is thinking about what the betterment of the students and how they have to develop the ecosystem culture of entrepreneurship and startup in our campus. Really, sir is traveling for that. So that's why even though we have MOUs with the different organizations, I have what I say that you are also one of the really business analysts. Generally, we invited you in this particular session. So we are very thankful to you, sir, and we are very thankful to particularly Dr. Veeraya and Sivaramakrishna for supporting for this program. Thank you very much, and we are very thankful to our participants. Tomorrow, third session is going on. Tomorrow, session is handled by our Dr. Ramakrishna, who is the Chief Executive Officer.
Do you ever feel like you've lost a sense of purpose or direction in any aspect of your life? Maybe you wonder, what next step should I make in my career or my personal life? It's very natural to feel a bit lost from time to time with the unforeseen and unknown twists and turns that everyone experiences in their life, and it's hard to have all the answers. That's why you should turn to a life coach, a dedicated specialist that can help you think through tough decisions and offer sound guidance to making a fulfilling decision about any hurdle that you're facing. We urge you to contact our office today to start the conversation. We're here and ready to help shed light on what direction will make the most positive impact in your life. Call us today. We're ready to listen.
Majority of the participants attended for this program, and they all mentioned it's a very good lecture. So I congratulate the Srinivas sir for giving such a beautiful lecture and encouraging to go for startup. Thank you very much, sir. Srinivas sir.
Thank you, sir. Pleasure is mine. It's so useful. At least 1 or 2% of the students get converted to the entrepreneurs. That's more than enough. Your special attention, no doubt in it.
True, sir. True. It is
Very, very good
true.
Okay, sir. So, thank you for all attending this session. And as Dr. Rashid said, tomorrow the session will start exactly at 11 a.m. Thank you for attending this session. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank
Now we are closing this session.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Do you ever feel like you've lost a sense of purpose or direction in any aspect of your life? Maybe you wonder, what next step should I make in my career or my personal life? It's very natural to feel a bit lost from time to time with the unforeseen and unknown twists and turns that everyone experiences in their life, and it's hard to have all the answers. That's why you should turn to a life coach, a dedicated specialist that can help you think through tough decisions and offer sound guidance to making a fulfilling decision about any hurdle that you're facing. We urge you to contact our office today to start the conversation. We're here and ready to help shed light on what direction will make the most positive impact in your life. Call us today. We're ready to listen. Do you ever feel like you've lost a sense of purpose or direction in any aspect of your life? Maybe you wonder, what next step should I make in my career or my personal life? It's very natural to feel a bit lost from time to time with the unforeseen and unknown twists and turns that everyone experiences in their life, and it's hard to have all the answers. That's why you should turn to a life coach, a dedicated specialist that can help you think through tough decisions and offer sound guidance to making a fulfilling decision about any hurdle that you're facing. We urge you to contact our office today to start the conversation. We're here and ready to help shed light on what direction will make the most positive impact in your life. Call us today. We're ready to listen. Do you ever feel like you've lost a sense of purpose or direction in any aspect of your life? Maybe you wonder, what next step should I make in my career or my personal life? It's very natural to feel a bit lost from time to time with the unforeseen and unknown twists and turns that everyone experiences in their life, and it's hard to have all the answers. That's why you should turn to a life coach, a dedicated specialist that can help you think through tough decisions and offer sound guidance to making a fulfilling decision about any hurdle that you're facing. We urge you to contact our office today to start the conversation. We're here and ready to help shed light on what direction will make the most positive impact in your life. Call us today. We're ready to listen. Do you ever feel like you've lost a sense of purpose or direction in any aspect of your life? Maybe you wonder, what next step in my career or my personal life? It's very natural to feel a bit lost from time to time with the unforeseen and unknown twists and turns that experiences in their life, and it's hard to have all the answers. That's why you should turn to a life coach, a dedicated specialist that can help you think through tough decisions and offer sound guidance to making a fulfilling decision about any hurdle that you're facing. We urge you to contact our office today to start the conversation. We're here and ready to help shed light on what direction will make the most positive impact in your life. Today, we're ready to listen. Do you ever feel like you've lost a sense of purpose or direction in any aspect of your life? Maybe you wonder, what next step should I make in my career or my personal life? It's very natural to feel a bit lost from time to time with the unforeseen and unknown twists and turns that everyone experiences in their life, and it's hard to have all the answers. That's why you should turn to a life coach, a dedicated specialist that can help you think through tough decisions and offer sound guidance to making a fulfilling decision about any hurdle that you're facing. We urge you to contact our office today to start the conversation. We're here and ready to help shed light on what direction will make the most positive impact in your life. Call us today. We're ready to listen. you ever feel like you've lost a sense of purpose or direction in any aspect of your life? Maybe you wonder, what next step should I make in my personal life? It's very natural to feel a bit lost from time to time with the unforeseen and unknown twists and turns that everyone experiences in their life, and it's hard to have all the answers. That's why you should turn to a life coach, a dedicated specialist that can help you think through tough decisions and guidance to making a fulfilling decision about any hurdle that you're facing. We urge you to contact our office today to start the conversation. We're here and ready to help shed light on what direction will make the most positive impact in your life. Call us today. We're ready to listen. Do you ever feel like you've lost a sense of purpose or direction in any aspect of your life? Maybe you wonder, what next step should I make in my career or my personal life? It's very natural to feel a bit lost from time to time with the unforeseen and unknown twists and turns that everyone experiences in their life, and it's hard to have all the answers. That's why you should turn to a life coach, a dedicated specialist that can help you think through tough decisions and offer sound guidance to making a fulfilling decision about any hurdle that you're facing. We urge you to contact our office today to start the conversation. We're here and ready to help shed light on what direction will make the most positive impact in your life. Call us today. We're ready to listen. Do you ever feel like you've lost a sense of purpose or direction in any aspect of your life? Maybe you wonder, what next step should I make in my career or my personal life? It's very natural to feel a bit lost from time to time with the unforeseen and unknown twists and turns that everyone experiences in their life, and it's hard to have all the answers. That's why you should turn to a life coach, a dedicated specialist that can help you think through tough decisions and offer sound guidance to making a fulfilling decision about any hurdle that you're facing. We urge you to contact our office today to start the conversation. We're here and ready to help shed light on what direction will make the most positive impact in your life. Call us today. We're ready to listen. Do you ever feel like you've lost a sense of purpose or direction in any aspect of your life? Maybe you wonder, what next step should I make in my career or my personal life? It's very natural to feel a bit lost from time to time with the unforeseen and unknown twists and turns that everyone experiences in their life, and it's hard to have all the answers. That's why you should turn to a life coach, a dedicated specialist that can help you think through tough decisions and offer sound guidance to making a fulfilling decision about any hurdle that you're facing. We urge you to contact our office today to start the conversation. We're here and ready to help shed light on what direction will make the most positive impact in your life. Call us today. We're ready to listen.